I believe every day's a good day.
Hello everybody, welcome in. My draw, Wondering Picked, welcome, and thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Turn that music down a little bit. How you guys doing this morning? Is that not cooking? Okay, there we go. I think we're good. We're good. Let's jump in here. Start painting our mini. Getting long. After pack. Having to move unexpectedly. Oh, okay, okay. Well, hopefully it's for good reasons. It's kind of annoying though. Moving is stressful enough as it is. Welcome in though, and thank you for the subscription, Wondering Picked. And if you want that Tech Marine with your name on it, it's all yours. Oh, okay. Oh, that's too bad. Oh man. Happy Tuesday. You want the Tech Marine? Alright, alright. Tech Marine will be yours. I will check it off the list. And I will get that process going this afternoon, this evening, or something. I got a little bit of time. What we're going to do with Barrack here is we're going to try to make him true to his studio paint scheme, except for some of the like uniform colors. So we'll change up some of that to match the army I'm painting this mini for. But otherwise, Tech Priest and Thousand Suns. Yeah, yeah, there you go. He has darker skin. I am not typically very good at painting darker skin, but this is a good time to practice. Don't need to paint his hair yet. Okay, I believe that's it for that skin color. We will we'll come back to that. Welcome in, you guys. Get his pants as well. I'm gonna try. Something I'm gonna try to do is not use too many colors at one time. See if I can be a little more efficient with my paint usage here. Way too much paint on the brush, even though the paint's super thin. We'll do a couple coats. That's really thin. Oh my goodness. Very thin paint. It's been had a good day so far. Can't complain. Painting Son is in his last week of school this week, so he's a little bit sad. Blue, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, cold egg roll. Oh my gosh, sounds terrible. I have pork tenderloin that I grilled as meal prep this week, and I like to eat those. They're from the brand is Mission, but the tortillas they make, they have the carb balanced tortillas because they're super high in fiber. It's like the easiest way to get fiber. So I'll typically eat my meal prep as like a wrap or a burrito. And I found, well, first of all, I found the Mission carb balanced tortillas. They taste a little strange. They're just not quite like a real tortilla flavor, which is normally okay. But they have a like a whole wheat tortilla that tastes way better. Not that it tastes more like a real tortilla or not, but it tastes really good. And then I found they have giant like burrito sized tortillas that are like twice the size of a normal tortilla. So I was like, sweet. Normally I eat 2 tortillas and I wrap things in them, but I could just have 1 tortilla. It's a no-brainer, right? So, yeah, I've been doing that and easily hitting my fiber goals for the day, every day. But I'm so full. It's so much food. It's probably like almost a pound of pork for my breakfast, but yesterday I did that and I was like barely hungry for dinner. So it's good stuff. Alright, waiting on some of these colors to dry. A safe color I can do. Let's put you up. Let's get you out. maybe that's enough. This poor burgundy paint is about out. So I was figuring out our goal progress, and about 1/6 of the way toward the goal. Raised about $116 so far. So it's great. We're moving. That's a 1 week progress. I think we started this on Tuesday last week, right? So that is our 1 week. I do the orc skin already. Maybe we just do it. I'm trying not to put a whole lot of color on my palette, but when you got wet paint, that's what you gotta do. We're gonna use this yellow-green. We're thinning the paint a lot. Push this around and we'll get good coverage all around here. How are you guys doing? How's Tuesday working out for everybody? My son has a soccer game tonight. That'll be fun. It's really hot out, but it's also supposed to storm, so we'll see if that ends up happening. Burger patties in my freezer, if that's any indication. Yeah. That's terrible, though. Yeah, that really sucks. Are you working from home today? Hey, Frankie Fingers, what's going on? Just some basics. Can we cycle back to anything yet? Nope. Nothing's completely dry. Hey, Zen. Thank you so much, man. How you doing? Is that subscription goal triggering? What is on you? Update. Isn't that updated? We're from home today. Oh yeah, and you're stuck at home and you're. Oh, that's terrible. This is, it's a Twitch goal, but why is the Twitch goal not triggering here? Still saying 8 points. Huh. That's strange. I don't know why that's not doing it. Anyway. Too tired to think of anything to write. Yeah. I don't want to get the bone yet just because it's touching the orange. I don't want to mess it up if I don't have to. Can't do black. Do silver. Yeah. So I'm just waiting. Hey. Thanks for the bits. Yeah, all is right with the world and right now. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Boss Nass got his reps in, I guess. Come on, dry, you weirdo. Alright, let's put down some... we'll do some gray. Let's do dark warm gray. He's got to do 15 every day. That's how it has to work. You know, that's how it has to work. I didn't make the rules. Boss Nass is king. He makes his own rules. Get a slightly bigger brush here. How's work going, Zen? Put a bit on the base here. Homogenizing, right? Okay. What are we doing next? Burgundy is about dry, that's good. Skin has some wet parts here. The pants are a little wet. We'll give it another moment. I can show you guys something really random and cool here. I hate wet pants. Yeah, same. Alright. I got some in yellow. And I have this weird pink fire thing that I made. Well, that Zen printed for me that I am painting. And I'm going to try to get it to look like this. So that's what we're going to do. Get a damp brush. Just a super thin layer of in yellow. I don't have a better yellow paint that's super vibrant, so we're using this one. Yeah. What's up, Poninator? How you doing? This is actually my first time messing with like the whole pink and yellow combo. I thought it'd be a fun way to try. That's cool. The flame itself, I didn't do an amazing job on it, but I was trying to do it real quick. I can do some more work on that. Because these will just sit on some terrain. Get glued into some terrain, rather. But, there we go. It's turning our pink flames into orange and red flames. So we got these two things. Yeah, color theory's fun, isn't it? Yeah, family's doing well. I'm doing well. Pone, glad you're doing well. Yes, there's more we can do with this. I had some other ideas on things I could do, and I was thinking of going like much deeper with the pink and everything, and then airbrushing yellow after it was all glued on to try to get some glow and everything. But yeah, Culture. Oh, what's up, Culture American? Didn't realize that was you. How you doing? All right, back to this friend here. Getting some base colors going. Well, it's like the same with like music theory too, right? I've never taken a music theory class, and I don't know much about music, but I do remember when my wife was in college and she was taking music theory as a music major, and how much she hated music theory because of how difficult it is to understand. Yes, Votann is holding an orc head. He's got like his backbone and spiner right there and everything too. Can't really see it yet, but I guess he hammered the guy's head off based on the pattern of destruction on this head. He just knocked his head off with the hammer, and then he picked it up. So, yeah. This is the new dwarf character, came out just, what, a month or two ago? Newer mini. I want to paint those pants. He hit the body so hard it exploded and only the head remained. Oh, I like that. I like that that answer as well. And how it's taught, because it indicates what objectively makes a subjective media good. Yeah. Yeah, that is dumb, Zen. Yeah, I agree. Like, why bother advertising it if you're not gonna play it like anywhere? Oh, so they're gonna make money on it? Yeah. Well, yeah. The thing is, like, it's already scummy that they're playing the finale in theaters. For a 1-hour TV episode that people already have to pay to see. But you know, they advertise like, oh yeah, it's going to be in theaters, and you can watch it in theaters. Like, okay, it's obvious cash grab from Amazon, but then there's so few theaters playing it. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. It's at 9:30 tonight only. If you buy a ticket, you have to buy a $30 concession voucher to buy a ticket to see a 1 hour movie. How insane is that? Yeah. Right. Right. I have Amazon Prime right now, and I don't even want to watch that last episode on Prime. Prime is miserable enough to watch TV on. I want to see the Doctor Who 50th anniversary special, and you had to drive to Belgium. Yeah. I feel like in the US, for just about everybody in the US, the thought of having to go to another country to see something is so far fetched. Like it can like barely register, you know? Like I live in Ohio, and if I wanted to drive to Canada, I might as well drive across the entirety of Europe. Like that's basically like the equivalent. Last two episodes, that would make more sense. Yeah, yeah. They did the last. If they did the last two episodes and then played them in theater instead, like, hey, come see the last two episodes. That would have been much better. Yeah. Concessions, and no one plan on buying anything from concessions for an hour-long movie. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just going to another state to see something is definitely a stretch. Yeah, yeah. 4 hour drive. Yeah, I need about 2.5 hours in any direction to get out of Ohio to get to the next state over. U.S. is big. Concert, you would do it? Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that for a concert anymore. I've gone to events out of state, like tournaments and stuff, but that's about it. Yeah, and I mean, you know, for the boys series finale, they're gonna get like, you know, a couple thousand people seeing that. You know, I don't know if that's worth whatever. It's worth it for somebody. There's someone winning something out of there. Yeah, 4 hours will put us. Yeah, we'll put you into like Tennessee. Yeah, just two states over. Illinois is kind of a stretch, though. I don't know about Illinois. Maybe. Yeah, you might get to Illinois. Indiana is a relatively narrow state. If you're in Texas, 4 hours will put you in Texas. Yeah. Oh, the theater sold out immediately. Okay, wow. All right. All right. Do I start on silver? Maybe I start on some silver. Put some more red down. Didn't really cheese this with the highlights here. Let's oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm tired. Yeah, the boys is definitely doing everything they can to get rid of that fan base as fast as possible, to be honest. Spirit of the Boys show to do that? Yeah, to like maximize profits and you know, go full unfettered capitalism on everything. I think the only way it would be worth the price of admission to see that would be if they also offered the popcorn bucket shown earlier in the season of the Deep. He's got a popcorn bucket with just like his open mouth, which is really funny and random. And I think that would be the way to make the price of admission worth it. Okay, I think we paint the belt, and I'm going to start with warm brown. Hey, Raja, what's going on? The Dune buckets? I'd say maybe pass on that. I mean, that's kind of the joke, I think, with those buckets, with the deep buckets. Yeah, absolutely cursed. Yep. They talk about them. They do a spoof on the. If you guys want to talk about the like Nicole Kidman AMC theaters, like before the movie, where it's like all like serious and sentimental. When she's like, "You're at the movies, and it's an experience," and it's like her. They do that exact thing, but it's with Firecracker, who's like Marjorie Taylor Greene and the boys, and it's incredible. And she's got like the popcorn bucket with her. It's just him with his giant open mouth popcorn bucket. That was one of the funniest things I think from this season, because they do it like it's almost like shot for shot, like the Nicole Kidman thing. Sigma's layer with every ticket purchase. Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, Sir Strumming Fish. What's going on today? How are you doing? We're just painting old Barrack Stornbrow here. that's it for leather. Could you do another coat of orange? Yeah, I think I can do another coat of orange here. Painting up the Great Beast of Gorgoroth, very nice. That's a classic mini. That mini's like it's like a Legends rules now, right? Okay, for Middle Earth fans, I do think this coming Sunday will be Middle Earth stuff. All the new Rohan things and the new journal and stuff for Middle Earth SPG. The new Riders of Rohan and the command sets and stuff. I think that's gonna be this Sunday preview. And then I think after that, hold on, let me check the calendar here. That one, yeah, and then the 31st is gonna be 40k 11th edition, just before it became Legends. Yeah, so you're the Harbinger then, right? What 40k minis have you bought in the past 6 months? We need to know. Think they'll ever come out with Whirlwinds? No, just no. So if for some reason they don't do Middle Earth, or they might do this alongside with Middle Earth, I don't know, but there's only 2 other things that are left to release. So there's in total 3 different like groups of releases that GW has, like, that they have announced but haven't like given a date for. There's the Middle Earth stuff, which is a journal and like 4 box sets or something, and those kind of things. And then there's the Whirlwind for Heresy, and then there's the Astra Militarum minis, the individual releases, I think, of the Hippogriff and the Centaur. You know, actually, let me check. I think I forgot to update this. I did. Our day after. Sixth. Okay. It's those things. Those came out. Those all came out. Yeah, it was just the Falchion and the Spartan Prometheus that got there. Yeah, there's nothing for Necromunda. There's the ready painted terrain. That's a thing. There's Middle Earth. Let's see. There's the Riders of Rohan, the 2 command sets in the journal, the Whirlwind, and then the Centaur and Hippogriff. That's all. That's all there is. Dundersnuff, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome in. My subscription goal is not updating, which is goofy. Maybe it's because it's new sub points. I don't know. It says 9 on there now. Ugh, I don't know. Okay, they're updated. Welcome in. I'm sorry you've had a crappy week already. That's no good. It's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. That's why. Alright, hold on. Hold on, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Do that. Okay, we just knocked the 10 of them off there. So we just started that sub goal. We restarted it with less, so it should have covered anybody that subscribed and gotten their credit counted. Internet box out size was ripped from our wall. Cable snapped in half. Tree guy's out right now. Wow, okay. Was it like somebody that did it, or was it like the weather could be responsible? All right, Wandering Pig, good luck. Hopefully it's not too stressful getting all that done. That's pretty cruddy. Okay. Get some bone. I think it was the tension. Okay. Well, that's a terrible job on the your internet provider. Or whoever hung that line. It's too bad. Well, anyone who has subscribed or donated, or if you do subscribe or donate, any of those things, go check out the Discord channel, Hall of Fame, and kind of read the instructions there and follow those instructions. So you get your name on a mini. It's a appreciation for helping me make the goal, so I can do live gaming streams, live tabletop game streams. But hoping will happen in the near future. Get a summer of gaming going. Yeah, I'm so tired of dealing with house repairs, and I have like a bunch of stuff still to deal with. It's really annoying. And expensive. New door and door frame a few days ago. Yeah, we had the anchor that holds our power line to our house ripped out from some winter storms this spring, and we had to get that all replaced. So that was a good chunk of change. Not as expensive as last year when a tornado knocked a tree down in our yard. So that's nice, but still too much. 20 years. Bottom of the frame rotted from water damage. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Also, good morning, Star Laser. Yeah, we got the Hall of Fame going. We're slowly going toward our goal for live gaming streams. House repair mode, though, so we're finally doing a lot of projects. We've been putting. Oh, yeah, that's kind of how it works, right? You do one thing, and then, all of a sudden you're doing, everything. I have to hang siding and do some maintenance on my wife's car. 30 minutes to an hour. Took us 4. Yeah. That sounds about right. We we replaced both of the toilets in our house. And yeah, it was like that. Like, yeah, this takes half an hour or whatever. And yeah, we spent the afternoon doing that. Got the old frame. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what my house is like. It seems like everything will just fall over at the drop of a hat, and it's like, everything feels so decrepit until you actually go to like fix something, and then that one specific thing is like installed wrong, but in a way where it will like never come out, or was never was never made to come out or whatever, and then you're like stuck. Yeah. As far as being on hold with companies, yeah. Oh, I'm sure that sounds like a blast. Pretty much the pretty covering on our covered porch. Wow, that's crazy, Blue. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. You replace your siding. Ugh. Yeah, I actually have siding I need to hang because the same storm that blew the anchor out of our house pulled a bunch of siding up. It's not enough for insurance to kick in to replace it, so. So I'm not replacing, well, okay. I do hate my siding, if you're talking to me, Blue. But insurance won't pay to replace any of the siding. So I have to go buy individual pieces and hang it myself. And I'm not doing my whole house. That's too much. Just the pieces that need replaced. No, the damage thing. So, insurance companies, at least around here, they change their tactics a bit so they can, not have to pay anything. So it used to be, when you pay for insurance, you have a deductible, and if you meet the deductible, insurance pays for the rest, right? Like, that's insurance 101. Well, what they did was in the past few years, insurance, at least homeowner insurance policies, have added clauses that for wind and hail damage, your deductible skyrockets. So, we got a low deductible on our homeowners insurance because we're like, if something needs done, we want it done. So, we have a $500 deductible for our insurance, for our homeowners insurance, but with wind and hail damage, it's $3,000. So to them, if the work doesn't cost $3,000, they won't pay for it. Right? They're like, oh yeah, we'll cover you. Your total repairs are going to cost $1,500. Good luck. Like, you're not covering me, and that was, the thing you're most likely to file a claim on. Yeah, they because they don't want to pay. And in the meantime, every year our rates go up like crazy for insurance because that's what they do. Yeah. Yep. So, whatever's most convenient for the insurance company, right? So we ended up paying for you missed the act of God clauses. Yeah, that's Florida in a nutshell, right? They're just waiting for it, so they're pulling out of Florida. So we had to hire someone to come out and re-anchor that power line to our house, which the guys that came out and did it were great. They worked quick, they did a good job, but we had to pay the power company to come drop the power line. And then we had to, we had to pay those guys to get it. And like, the power company was being super difficult about everything. It was stupid. We initially, I called them like, hey, I need a power line dropped to my house. Like, well, how does this process work? And the lady's like, oh yeah, well, we're really busy, so we can't do that until June 24th. And I was like, well, that's a problem, because this anchor is holding on by a piece of loose siding that's holding the power line. Like, it's gonna rip stuff out of our house, I feel like, if it comes out all the way. She's like, yeah, well, June 24th is the earliest we can get there. She's like, now, if an emergency happens, you can call us the morning of, or the night before, and we'll be out. We'll be out the next morning, and we can drop it for you. And I was like, why can't you just do that anyway? Right? Like, please just come out and fix this thing that's your problem. Well, I had already had work scheduled. I don't know what color to paint that. We'll do a bone. We'll do bone color. So I already had the work scheduled for, like, last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever. And I was like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I don't want this other dude to reschedule, because he was really hard to schedule, because all the, like, contractors are super busy repairing random storm damage and catching up with that. So we called them the night before our contract. And we're like, yeah, it's an emergency. The anchor it's barely hanging on. We think it's going to fall. We think it's going to start a fire and pull stuff away from our house. It's an emergency. And they're like, okay, we can come out tonight. We're like, well, can you come out tomorrow? We scheduled someone to come out tomorrow. Can we have electricity tonight? You can come out tomorrow morning first thing. They're like, no, we can't schedule for tomorrow. We're like, why not? Like, that's not how our scheduling works. I was like, well, you initially had it scheduled for 2 months out. Like, you can schedule us for tomorrow, right? Like, you have a calendar. You can do that and be like, hey, first thing in the morning. Like that would be cool. They're like, no, we gotta come out tonight. Anywhere between 10 minutes from now and 3 hours from now, we'll be out. We're like, you know what, whatever. Just get it done. So the guy comes out to do the work, and he comes to the door first, and he's like, you guys have someone coming tonight to do work? And I was like, no, they're coming tomorrow. And he's like, man, you guys should just call first thing in the morning tomorrow. I was like, but they didn't. They told us, like, they couldn't guarantee us something tomorrow anyway if we called in the morning. So we'd rather have it done and know we have it done than risk it in the morning. And he's like, man, I feel bad, like, removing your guys' power now. I was like, yeah, it does feel bad, but you know what? We need to, like, we have to have this done. So, like, that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, so I don't know, it was like 18 hours without power. Just applied for your old job. Realize I can't keep people if it's $20 an hour. So they made it $65 a year. I'm scared if I get it and scared if I don't. Hey, that's a good problem though, right? Like, home insurance dropped us because we filed a zero cost claim. Didn't even tell us. Oh, weird. That's weird. Huh. Any ideas on what a Stardy's 30k unit would work well as a Mauler fiend? No, I have no idea on that one. Night Trap. But Leviathan Dreadnought, as always. The answer is always just Leviathan Dreadnought. Alright. We can do some metallics. Let's get some silver out. And then tomorrow afternoon, I have to take my car back into a body shop because they weren't initially able to fix all the parts. But fortunately, that's already paid for and done. So I just need to drop it off and hopefully have it back a day or two later. But it's also, who knows? A bad windstorm a couple years ago. A lot of trees fell down. One tree fell on a house. People had asked the city to remove and they wouldn't. A tree fell on their house and they removed it themselves. The city fined them because they shouldn't have removed the tree. Yeah, I would have sued the city instead. Been like, this was their problem. And they're going to pay for the repairs and they're going to pay for the removal and everything. Oh, good. Good deal. Start with a bigger brush. We'll get smaller brushes. Finish up some of the big picture stuff. Star laser, yeah. Oh man. Today is just Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday? I can't even remember, guys. No. Yeah, today's Tuesday. You getting dementia? No, I just forget what day of the week it is most of the time. Listen, Rach, I'm not that old, alright? Be a fun mini to get the highlights on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Just making sure Grandpa. Alright. Fine, man. Alright. Stream's over. It's done. Grandpa's gonna go take a nap. Thursday this week, we're going to start stream off with some painting, the usual things, and then I'm going to transition over into the Warhammer Skulls event, and we're going to watch that together, which is the video game announcements, Warhammer video game announcements. I think it should be about an hour long. It's not like a crazy long thing, but we're going to do that together. I know if you are into just about any 40k or current Warhammer game, there's some kind of announcement you might be looking forward to. What's up, Chipper Phoenix? Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. The Caiaphas Cain. Yeah, that's a cool mini. Yeah. I've never read the Caiaphas Cain novels, so I don't have like a spiritual connection to that mini so many people seem to have for that character. Obsessed with him? You're gonna get the book too. Nice. Nice. The like illustrated book, right? Need a smaller brush at this point. Finish up some of these details. A nap does sound incredible, doesn't it? Illustrated and annotated, nice. This guy's not going to look like much now, but once we start on all these highlights, it'll come together. Where's the earliest they can have people out? Another night with no internet. Oh my gosh. Well, you can reread a Caiaphas Cain book. Or something. They're not going to charge you for the days you didn't have internet, right? I bet Dunder, if you call them and say, hey, since you can't have people out, you're not charging me for the days I'm not having internet. And you can make, you can put the onus on them, and they'll either send somebody right out, or you won't have to pay for at least a couple days. Crediting $15. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. Oh, it's been out since Friday. Oh my gosh. Just because they're just now reporting it doesn't mean that you haven't had service for that long. Like, that's on them. I assume you've been trying to tell them, or telling them since Friday. So maybe a $15 credit isn't enough. I think your internet provider just needs to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and fix the internet they promised people would have when people gave them money for internet. Yeah, well, we should. Okay, so when there's anything affecting, like a service or something, call the provider, because if you said a tree pulled your line was out, like that's on your internet provider, and like if it needs to be hooked up, that's on them, and if they need to hire tree people, that's on them. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna do some bronze, some light bronze, and we can work on this orc's head a bit. Some of those things. Blade on the back there will be last. Yeah, let's do our light bronze. Neat. This piece here. Get this guy mostly done today. Then we can get a lot of time on that land fortress. It's gonna be really good. Alright. Hey, Marathon. What's going on? No, please, God, no. Channeling your inner Michael Scott here. What color do I want? Let's grab... We'll grab orange brown. No. We're gonna do burnt sienna. It's up the sky. Oh, okay, yep. Fair, Marathon. He is going to be separating his beard that is orange from his pants that are also orange. We'll make it happen. It's not sure how yet. I'm doing well. Yeah, yeah. Tired, but can't complain. My son's last week of school. Gonna be chilling. He might join me on stream next week. We will. We'll see what's going on. And the week after, he's got a soccer camp, which might end up being really weird for my stream time because I got to take him up to the soccer camp. So we'll see how all that works out. Okay, now what I want to do, I get. Just running through all the colors. We're currently raising money to try to get some live gaming streams going. Plan is for a weekly live gaming stream. And yeah, I need some pieces of equipment basically to make it work. I think I have the logistics worked out and I have a lot of my setup going. I just need a few things to make it happen. And that's what we're raising money for, so. Sooner we get that, sooner I can start streaming and scheduling out games and everything. But I just want to have guests on the channel, people to come play games with me. Be a variety of games. You know, obviously there are things I want to play that might not play every time, which is okay. I was gonna let my guests choose what they wanted to play. But we have, in total, it's about $116, about $120 now out of the goal, and I'm shooting for $600 to be able to get everything and make sure I have everything. And I have essentially all the equipment picked out. It's just a matter of buying everything. Bronze on this. And then I think we do a couple targeted washes here. Start with a black wash over the metallics. And also, any contribution you make toward this, you can visit the Hall of Fame channel on Discord. Read the instructions there. I'll tell you what you can do, but you get a nice reward that should last until the end of time. Tables. I'm still working on finishing up those rebel infantry for my Star Wars Legion army. Getting a little close. But I get some work done tonight. If I can paint a bit on those tonight and go to bed early, that sounds like a wonderful evening. Okay, what else? It's black wash. I think that's it. That's it for the black wash. Let's take a little bit of a flesh wash here.
I believe every day's a good day when you paint. I believe it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your mind.
Hey, 11-5er, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How you guys doing? Tronus, welcome. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing today, Braddock? How was stream, 11-5er? How you doing, guys? Can we get a shout out? Anybody available to give a shout out here? Not I can do it. Welcome though. How was stream? What were you up to? We're working on Barrack Stormbrow here. It's our current progress. We're putting a couple washes and getting some things started. New to this category, saw some orcs, but now it's only the head. Yeah, it's the head of the orc that this lovely dwarf is holding. So no big deal, you know. It happens. We're trying to figure out how he got the head off of this orc though, because he has a hammer, and that's not a clean cut. It's not like he used the back of his hammer or his knife to cut the orc head off. So I do like the suggestion that he hit the orc in the body with his hammer and everything exploded and his head was the only part that was left. So that could be it. Could be what we're looking at. Yeah, welcome guys, welcome. Here, guys, let's go follow, give 11-5er a follow here. What were you working on? And oh, you're building Gundam models. Oh, cool. Okay, okay. Hey, 10 years ago, Warhammer was a better game in my opinion, but very cool. Gundam. We got some Gunpla people here. So you spell your name. Let's see if this works. Work? Yeah, there we go. Guys, go follow 11-5er. Show them some love, everybody. All right. 8,000 points worth of orcs there, my babies. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Not very considerate of me at this point, is it? I'm just an orc head on the he just had off like a golf ball. Yeah, it's like golfing ball. Yeah. That's how the game of golf was invented, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Brandibus took. That brown gray wash really thickened up real quick. Orcs or Morkworks? Yes. The answer is yes, Tronus. I've not painted many orcs in my day. I painted a couple of there was the kill team that came out a few years ago with the Octarius. I think it was Kill Team Octarius box. I painted that kill team quite a few times for other people. But otherwise, I don't collect orcs. Excuse me. I'm also very tired. They turn into spores. I think they release spores. I don't know if they like turn fully into spores. But you know, maybe this is just this sculpt was taken at a golden opportunity before the orc just kind of dissolved. Should be pretty funny if they just like dissolved. Okay.
First of all,
so we did all that. Levity Fiver, thank you for the follow. Yeah, guys, right now I am working toward a goal, and the goal is to be able to do weekly live tabletop game streams. So I'm just trying to raise some money to get a couple of pieces of equipment that I need to do that. I have a lot of the equipment and the setup to do it. I just need I need some more things. So that's what those goals are for. But it'd be great. Hopefully we can start doing that this summer. Okay, we have that. We'll need some. Alright, we can do got some of this olive flesh. Way too much olive flesh. That's even way too much. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Hoping to have guests come to the studio and play a game, schedule out games out ahead of time, and just once a week be able to play some tabletop games of some variety. I know I play way too many games myself, but I really like Horus Heresy. We got 11th edition 40k coming out, so that might be a thing we end up playing quite a bit. Middle Earth, the Old World. I'm sure there's a person or two who will want to come and play some card games. So, Magic the Gathering or something. What's 2 a.m.? Whoa, okay. Yeah, you're in the wee hours. Alright, yeah, have a wonderful wonderful evening. Hopefully you get some good sleep. But thank you so much for the raid. 11.5er, I appreciate it. Magic the Gathering for life, yeah. So I am not like a Magic player or a collector. But Zendro, my head mod and good friend, is, so he'll bring some decks and we'll play. We'll play on stream. Just kind of hang out and do that. I think that's one of our plans. Some dishes and stuff to do. Yeah, no problem at all. I understand. I totally understand. I've been streaming for a while, and I remember the old like de-stream process, and I get it. This guy's got a very lumpy head. Say Zen. Well, not everybody knows Zen. They should, but not everybody does. Check that stream activity. 95, is that what it is? Yeah, 95. That's insane, Mydro. You're crazy. 95 stream streak. Absolutely wild. But yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun getting to play some games on stream.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you
Hey,
for inviting me back into your
Lying L. Johnson. What an incredible name. How are you doing, Lying L. Johnson? That's amazing. Welcome in. Yeah, guys, we are painting Barrack Stormbrow right now. I mean, there is technically an orc here, but no, I'm not specifically painting a model for an orc army. Yeah. Gonna get Kravek Morn. Which one's Kravek Morn? Is that the new Inquisitor, like the crazy with like the hunting rifle and the weird Xenos horse and everything? Oh, the Iron Warrior, my bad. Yeah, okay. So many new characters have come out recently, I can't remember their names. That's cool. We had someone in the Discord who had painted that mini up recently, but it was like right after it came out. Mini's only been out for a few weeks, right? Officially working on some highlights. There's one more wash I want to get in on these minis, or on this mini, but I'll wait a little bit. Slightly brighter with the color. Let's get a slightly smaller brush. That's what we'll do. Yeah, and with the goal that I have to do live gaming, live tabletop streams, you know, I'm raising money and kind of asking people to sub or give bits or donate or whatever. But if you do give anything, I have a channel on Discord called the Hall of Fame, and there is some instructions on that Discord channel on what you can do as your kind of reward for donating and contributing to the stream. It's essentially you're gonna pick. I have a Google Doc on there with a list of all my painted minis for the armies I have for different games, and depending on how much you give, you get to pick a mini or multiple minis from that list, and I'll put your name on the base. It will forever be you, be shown when we game live on stream when we're playing games with stuff. So I have many armies and many painted minis. The world is definitely your oyster when it comes to picking something. Yeah, looking forward to Perturabo's mini. Yeah, I'm sure that's coming. Sure it's coming sometime soon. Do you guys think they'll give Iron Warriors their own codex? Hey, Greenleaf, how you doing? Iron Warriors for sure. You think it's a sure bet they get their own codex if he gets his own mini? I don't know. I don't know if they necessarily would get one just because he hits a mini. Wait, what? Do I have plenty of leather-bound books and rich mahogany? No. Why should I have that? What did I miss? Trying to get these highlights to show up a little brighter. A little more contrast. It's an Anchorman reference. Okay. Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen Anchorman. Alright, I think that's good for his skin. So let's move on to our next color. We'll go to this warm brown here. It's kind of underneath some things. Yeah. Yeah, we just cruise along with these minis. That's what we do. About 2 hours in on this mini. Yes, seems like a lot. But we might be able to finish just about the whole mini today. The base colors are what always take me the longest. Does anybody remember a movie? Came out, it was maybe in the early 2000s. It was called Kung Pao Enter the Fist, I think is what it was called. I could be mistaken on some of those names, but what they did was yeah, so it was like a Chinese kung fu movie. But the person that what the director did was he took that movie and he added some of his own scenes, adding like this white guy into the movie. And then the movie was in its original language, probably Chinese. I assume it was a Chinese movie, but he voice dubbed all the characters. Yeah, he just redubbed it. Yeah, and so the characters just say the most ridiculous stuff with the voice dubs. And yeah, he added some random CGI. Like, he ends up fighting a cow. That just like it's in like a kung fu fight with a cow. And is it his tongue? That's the chosen one? Like his it's like a little like person that can like speak, but it's just his tongue. That was it, right? What I have to do before I continue, I get the sepia. Yeah, it has a face and it talks. Yep. Completely ridiculous. I've been wanting to watch that movie. Yeah, it's so bad. Like, it's dubbed so bad, but it's so funny. Yeah. My friends and I used to quote that to each other. We'd just be like, that's a lot of nuts. And like that's just out of like no context or whatever. Just he like punches a hole through some guy. We're diluting some sepia here, Seraphim sepia. It's like 1 to 1. Put this wash in some of the parts here. The chosen was because his tongue was a French alien. Oh, okay, there you go. It's your favorite movie? Oh, nice. Well-timed reference then. I can't remember, like, I want to watch that movie. And I can't remember how vulgar that movie is, or if it'd be okay to watch with my 9-year-old son. Because he would probably think it's the funniest thing in the world. But I just don't remember, like, if it'd be okay for him to watch. Husband, because he knew the movie? That's so funny. 2 pounds of bacon, watch that movie at your plate. That's hilarious, yeah. That's great. Shaolin Soccer. Kung Fu Hustle's really good, yeah. I remember Kung Fu Hustle. That movie is much more in like the spirit of parody in a more traditional sense, right? It's just not completely absurd voice dub of an actual movie. It's great. What a story, Dunder Snuff. There you go. Apparently, it is absurd, yeah. Okay. Another thing I wanted to do. Let's do this. Yeah, it should be good. Alright, we can paint this gentleman's beard at this point. Nice paint. Hey, Table and Chums, welcome. Such an email about possible collabs. Viable. Have butchers made. Okay, yeah. If you send me an email, then I'll take a look after stream. Appreciate the kind words and welcome in. Some of the references might not make sense. The only questionable scene is when the chosen one's changing and she takes off her rose, but it's from her backside. Okay. Well, when they fight with their tongues. Oh, okay. It's not terrible, just a couple little things that are maybe a little iffy. Noted. A rough highlight at this point. I want to add some more yellow into this. Make it just being straight up pale. I don't think that works. So let's do this. Let's get out this this yellow orange. We'll mix that in with our other color instead. Get you back up. We did watch, not a comedy by any stretch of the imagination, but we did watch The Wizard of Oz this past weekend. It was my son's first time seeing that movie. I love The Wizard of Oz. It's genuinely one of my favorite movies. And so I was happy to finally watch it with him, be able to show him that movie. And I'm definitely not one to enjoy musicals or classical movies or whatever, but really enjoyed that. Future Snow, how you doing? Watch beforehand. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Table and Chums, you still chilling in chat? How you doing? What have you been up to?
Look at me!
Ooh, where am I looking? Where am I going? Am I getting some more painting? Nice. Yeah, we are working on this little dude. And finished? Okay. Take a look in just a minute. Are these the new orcs? You tell me if this is one of the new orcs or not.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank
Hey,
you for
Owl
inviting me
Mech.
back into your home.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yes, I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so if you ever see me talking to somebody and you don't know who it is because you can't see their chat, it's most likely because they're in on the other service, the other platform. Yeah, we're actually painting Barrack Stormbrow. That's who this is. So, lovely gentleman that came out like just last month or so. Alright, let's see. Finished projects, looking for Future Snow. Here we go. He's painting a Lehman Russ. Oh, cool. Very cool. Hold on a second. Is that mini a 3D print? Got like a couple extra things on it. Curious. I like the turret on that a lot. The turret looks really good on there. Like how it kind of sits up and has some clearance and everything. It's Ghosts. He's crazy. There's no one on YouTube. Yeah, you're right. Just have to be so mean about it. It is a Helldiver scheme, isn't it? Nice. Can you get tanks in that game? It is 3D printed. Nice. I feel like I could guess the creator of that one. I hope you hollowed that thing out. How much resin did that take to print? It's a good looking print though. Good looking print. Okay. 300 grams. Okay, not horrible. Yeah, Lehman Russ is a pretty big tank. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, we got that stuff. We got that. Let's get in on this burgundy here. How about that? Sounds good. Jaded Valkyrie. Good morning / afternoon. Sorry, John. Yeah, John Lockridge normally a dude hanging on YouTube, isn't he? I haven't seen him yet today. You haul it out like crazy. Yeah. That's good. Oh, man. Always nervous seeing big prints like that. Whoa, who is that Mystic Amethyst? How you doing? Welcome in. How have you been? Having some ramen? That sounds good. I made some homemade ramen a couple weeks ago, like Japanese style ramen, and made it so my wife could eat it with all of her various food allergies, and the whole family went nuts for it. So it was a big hit. Is YouTube when my Twitch dies? Yeah, seems to work on Thursday and Friday. That's weird. Really weird. You may have an issue with your, like, the actual internet inside of your house, but maybe a device that the internet service provider is in charge of that's just kind of dying. I had that happen last year, or it was an issue. And they ended up replacing this like box in my house, and it was like everything worked out well. It wasn't a modem, but it was just like the line getting into my house was faulty. Where am I looking? Let me know. Big prints are scary. Feels like I got time to science how to print them because I'm printing a lot of figures as well. Yeah. No, that's fair. Future Snow. That's good. Haven't been too bad. It's got some new lenses. Oh, cool. All right. Round lenses, very nice. I was gonna get new glasses last summer, and then I found out my prescription didn't change, so I just stuck with mine. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay you guys for for glasses then. Yeah, it's about draining. Yep. Machine ready on the finish. Oh, cool. All right. It's the one you did. It was a few days ago, wasn't it? Yeah, the Dread. Yeah, it's so great. It's the Mystery Machine. Mysterium Machina. Is that what it says on it? That's great. Yeah. No, great color choice. I like the like pink and magenta on the side. The kind of heat staining on the las cannon. Good stuff. It's a good classic Dread movie. Mini. That's a plastic. Is that a plastic Dread? Thank you so much. I had to log off early from Twitch because my head was pounding. Oh, that's no good. Yeah. So the recipe ratio, I didn't have a recipe. No. I just kind of winged it. Got some ingredients and put it together. So again, I had to work around my wife's allergies. So like I would say it's far from authentic, but we found noodles that didn't have eggs or dairy in them, so she could eat them. And then I was trying to find something to make the broth, and I found this. What was it? It's an udon concentrate. So what I would do, and then I found some. They had like shaved pork, which is something I've never seen at a grocery store. Here, I was at an Asian market we went to, and we found that. So we had these and you know, we had like green onions and stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, it was a ramen dish, like a Japanese style ramen dish I made. So what I did was, I boiled the noodles, and it was fresh pasta too, which is great. Like, so it was, all boiled really quick. Boiled the pasta, and then in the bowls I put like, it was like a tablespoon per cup for that broth concentrate. So I put that in the bowl, and then I put, I guess I didn't put anything in there until, and then I put the noodles in, and I ladled the water, like the pasta water from the noodles, into the bowl, and then I put the pork and green onions in there, just like fresh green onions. I don't think traditional Japanese noodles had egg in the noodle. Okay, yeah, well, we found the kind of noodle we found that didn't have egg were Chinese noodles. Future Snow, thank you for cheering. Thank you for the bits. Hey, Future Snow, go to Discord. Go to the Hall of Fame channel and read the instructions. Read the pinned message and pick something. Okay? There's a Google Doc you can look at with a big list of things. Go pick something. Get your name on a mini. It'll be on there forever on the base. I'll show you guys an example. No. Okay, that mini just fell. But these just fell off the base. Jaded Valkyrie got their name on the base of the T-47 airspeeder here for my Star Wars Legion army. So whenever I play games of Star Wars Legion on stream, I get a shout out Jaded Valkyrie, and they are forever this mini. And you can pick multiple minis depending on what you give, how you donate, whatever, and you can pick multiple minis in the same army. You can pick a mini in different armies, whatever. But yeah, get your credit where credit is due. Get more minis named after you, Raja. Yeah, you can have more. Not gonna break any rules. Where was the black? There's black. Okay. This. Yeah, no limits. So just follow the guidelines. I have the steps and like the guidelines of, certain minis are a certain dollar amount to get them named, but yeah, go choose something, post it in there. I'll write your name down. I already got a couple names to write this afternoon or tomorrow, so. Yeah, the sooner we get to is a repair droid a chaff thing? No, it's a I'll grab it here. Actually, let me finish this color, Future Snow, and I'll grab it and I'll show you what the little repair droids are. They're little unit additions to squads. A little guy, just a little adorable droid. Yeah, you can put your name on one of them. Yeah. absolutely. Put it down in the Discord channel. Write it down. Because I won't remember this chat here, but Discord I can go back to and read and make sure everything's updated. Oh, great. Sweet. Appreciate it. All right. Repair droid Future Snow 99. We got this. Good stuff. Yeah, no problem, Future Snow. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the bits and just your contribution to the Discord and just hanging out. Okay, we're doing this orange. That one's not quite ready to get yet. You can get bronze. Quick little highlight on the bronze here. Bronze, and I have to color a little bit. gonna get some Nova Orange. It's a fantastic orange color. We're gonna put that down. We're gonna mix that in with our current burnt orange a little bit. That's looking good. Yeah, and then I think a final highlighted Nova Orange on these pants once this color down. Be perfect. Making really good progress on this mini though. I'm happy with how quick we're doing. We'll finish this guy early in the stream tomorrow, and we'll get right into experimenting and probably failing a whole bunch. So if that's something that sounds entertaining to you guys, that's definitely going to be a tomorrow stream. I'm going to try some really extreme weathering on a vehicle. And that's not something I do often. Okay. Now the pants have a little bit of gloss to them. Put them at the right angle. You can see there's some glossiness, but that's just because of the wash I used. It had a bit of gloss to it. So that'll go away. It'll look more even once we get to the what you call it, varnishing. Box finally clear for the first time in 2 months. Dang. Congrats. I mean, you've been kind of busy with stuff though, right? Doing like coursework and everything, so. All right, there's some highlights on there. The next thing we're doing, yeah, we're gonna do all these teeth here, but first, color in there. Fiscal year, so my grantee's trying to get money. Oh, okay, yeah, school does suck. Yep. Collecting teeth from orcs. A little more bone into this mix. Keep going. Keep doing it. More and more of our ivory. Their actual color is olive flesh. Added into this dark golden brown. Start looking like real teeth here, at least orc teeth. Should be our last layer on this color. Good looking orc teeth. Alright, we can do a quick highlight. Let's work on our silver. Just a little bit on a lot of this stuff. We'll see. We'll evaluate where we are if we want to get another color out. Tomorrow will essentially be all about painting the orc face, which we could probably do some highlights on that orc face right now. We'll do that. But painting the orc head, and then the back of this pickaxe hammer kind of thing here. And we are not doing the basing on this mini. I'll paint the rock on the base, but we're not doing the rest of the basing because the client that I'm painting this for does the basing himself. Honestly, though, the work I've gotten done on this mini is really nice. About 2.5 hours. Pretty solid. Yeah, we can mess with this. Let's try to figure out this orc face here. No, it's a dead orc face. Probably lost quite a bit of blood. We're going to make it very pale. that's what we do here. So let's this yellow green in here with our ivory that we have down on the palette. More paleness. That's what we're doing. think tomorrow we'll finish up this head and a couple of little details on this mini. That'll be it. It's quite pale at this point. I want to put like dark kind of circles around its eyes and its lips and everything. So I can't mimic some blood loss look. That might be interesting. But a lot of progress on Barrack here. So he's looking good. Let me see. Let me see if I can zoom and you guys can see all my mistakes. There we go. Just looking a little more red than it usually does, but I guess on the camera. But this is Barrack here. Thank you, Raja. Thank you. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to finish this mini up, and then we're going to be working on a what you call it, Hecaton Land Fortress. That's the next plan for tomorrow. So that's what we're doing. But the grind moves ever onward. Thursday we're going to paint some during stream, but then we're also going to do watch along with the Warhammer Skulls event. So we'll be doing that. Should be a good time. And yeah, that's the plan for this week. So with that, I'm going to call the stream there today. So you guys have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow at about 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tomorrow I'll be on. And Raja, Dundersnuff, Future Snow, Mystic, you guys have a good afternoon, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.